Watch how far out on the lane in the air this ball will go. 7, 8 feet. Ferraro's style is to stand up at the foul line and loft the ball. That delays the hook. That's the reason for that.
And the 7 is standing. I think the way you put it, a lot of lift and loft, huh?
A lot of lift and loft. And we'll get another look at that. He really stands up his left leg. Watch his left leg at the foul line. He doesn't bend his knee. He'll stand up very tall and loft the ball 8, 9 feet out on the lane. That's not the kind of style you would teach bowlers to do. It's very difficult to be consistent that way. It's just the style Dave learned when he was growing up as a young player, and he's continued and been successful on the tour with it. But it's not the kind of style you want to teach some young player because, as I mentioned, trying to be consistent, and consistency is the name of the game, but trying to be consistent with that kind of release is very hard.
We move into the 10th frame. Ferraro by 11. Big strike there.
Here's a look at that last strike, a very important strike, because with any count of 10 or more on this ball, if he should spare on the next 2 balls or get a strike here, he's the winner of this match. And there's his reaction. He knew how important, obviously, it was. The players know exactly what's happening at all points in the match. They can tell you exactly what the score is without looking at the scoring unit.
He has a wry smile from Walter Ray and a victory for Ferraro. Richard Reinfeldt of Anheuser-Busch there in that picture. He will be presenting the trophy today. We have all of the folks from Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light here this afternoon. Ferraro finishing it out in fine fashion, a score of 235 for David.
Finally ended that drought you were talking about. What, 0-10 since the Firestone?
That's right. Walter Ray Williams will take down $7,000, the 4th prize here. Ferraro thinking maybe about that victory here in '88 and the fact that he could become the first 2-time winner of this tournament.
And as I mentioned, this is the guy he beat for the title, Walter Ray Williams. Now it's David Ozio time. The hottest player on the tour coming in quickly for Ferraro. This should be a great match. Walter Ray finishes out a possible 224.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those 3 10 pins, he could have been up around the 276 mark.
They were key shots, 4th and 5th frames, and again in the 9th, all good shots. In the 4th and 5th frame, he was trying to get lined up with the right speed. 2 solid 10 pins. The 9th frame was a great shot. The one you saw, he thought he had and didn't quite carry.
Now both players striking out in the 10th. For Walter Ray Williams, a score of 224. Ferraro, 235. Dave Ferraro will move forward